Are you on a constant lookout like me for just out of the ordinary tools or just really cool things that you could use to make your abstract art? Well, I know most of us, we look on Amazon, we go to hardware stores, but sometimes I even go to restaurant supply stores. And let me show you what I picked up in this last run. Now, you all know this is my favorite spatula, and it's not even a spatula for painting. It's a cake frosting spatula that I bought in a restaurant supply store years ago. And then I found them on Amazon, but I couldn't find them. Can you see the difference? This one is much thinner. And although they're the same tool, I just like the way this one moves more than this. The width of it, there's something about it. I get a slightly different effect. And when you're doing stuff like this, every bit matters. So I'm very happy to tell you. Now, Amazon did have it for a while, but then they got rid of it. So we're back to square one. And what I found recently in our local restaurant supply store, I found, now check this out, it is the exact same. This is 1.5 inches width, and this is just 1 inch wide. And it does make a difference. Those little details matter to us. So look at this. It's a nice long 10-inch one, and it's wide. And then just for fun, I bought a smaller version because I find myself using the palette knives, and I thought, maybe this is really what I want in that effect when I'm doing smaller areas. So it was a great find. And then I found a couple more things, and let's slide over here. Well, actually, let me show you this first. This is just a restaurant tray. And so those of us, myself included, when I didn't have like a studio to work in, these things are great because you can't just lay paints like on a table with a piece of wax paper or something, or your palette pad sometimes spills over and you need something underneath. So you can put your palette pad here. It's big enough, and then you've got that safety net of nothing spilling. But let me show you another option. Let's take a look here. So if you don't have all the fancy stuff in your studio, like here is a really, let me just show you what I do. So I'm taking my paper towels and I'm double layering. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but it comes pretty much, covers this whole area, and that's what I want. And now I'm just gonna take some water from my water bottle and I'm gonna pour it on here. And I kind of just, I just want to get it. I'm not looking to super saturate where it's dripping all over the place, but I want it pretty good on here. And just, help it. And sometimes I just need to take my spray bottle and get the rest. But you can see water's not really dripping all over. It's not pouring out. That's what we want. We want a good saturation. And it's kind of stuck, it stays stuck to there. So now, all I'm gonna do is take some parchment paper and pretty much, let's see, where is that thing to cut it? Okay, here we go. That's all that I'm gonna do. And look, I am pressing it onto the wet paper towel underneath, so it naturally sticks. And then I work, the bubbles here, they don't really matter. It's not like it's gonna affect anything, but you can smooth it out as much as you want. So it not only sticks, but that moisture is, well, it's not seeping through because this has wax on it, but it helps to keep the paints moist and wet a little longer, and then I still spray them with my water bottle. But this is a great option for a palette because look, it has raised edges. You've got this neat containment, and then at the end, if you have space in a fridge, or you have a fridge in the garage that you keep things, and you don't use up all your paint, you just take another layer of this, stretch it across, cover it, spray it first with water, cover it, and then put it in the fridge, and it will last overnight for your next paint day. I mean, it lasts longer than that, but you know, you get the idea. So you don't necessarily have to scrape everything up and put it back in the jars either. So it's a great hack. And then another find that I'm always on the lookout for are these. These are just like the old diner ketchup and mustard bottles, right? I have some already. Now you can see these are smaller that I have, slightly smaller, and they actually have a lid on here, which is ideal. It's ideal. And I think I either got these from Nova Color. They were just $1 each, or you can also get them on Amazon. I can provide a link for that. And these, they don't have lids, but you know what? It doesn't bother me so much because all I'll do is take a little piece of tape and cover it. Sometimes I use them up so fast that it's just not in danger of drying. But if you know it's gonna sit there a while, then just take a little piece of cellophane tape, cover it up, pull it off. You don't have to worry about like losing these. I do lose these. That's the drawback of these because they're just, I mean, where are you gonna put them? I lay them down and they're so tiny, I forget where they are, or they fall, they roll off, they fall. So the cellophane option is really great here. And it's just, you know, we always have to be on the lookout for that stuff. So when you know, are looking for different things, just expand your places of looking. Amazon is becoming more worldwide and reaching more countries, but I know some of my artist friends in their countries, it's still quite limited and they can't get as big of a supply option as we can here. So if you don't have a dollar store in your area, then just keep your eyes open. IKEA also has really great options, inexpensive versions of all of this stuff that if you just, you know, kind of go there with different eyes, I think you'll be quite surprised and you'll see that your options aren't as limited as you think. So give that a try next time.